Hi there, my beautiful Pisces Aries. Welcome into your reading. So today we're going to be looking into your month of October and what you can expect for career, for love, and we're going to start here with some overall energy. So let's see what we got. We have Boot, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. We have Archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. We have Marriage, Mountain, major challenge to overcome. And we have Stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. Okay. So for some of you, this could literally be either news of a marriage, right? You're getting engaged, news of a birth in your marriage. I don't know. It could be so much, but there does feel like there's new beginnings here. Okay. And I don't know, it feels like this relationship, I'm kind of seeing this flower has like a flower blossoming. So this relationship, it is blossoming into a new chapter, into something new, just into something beautiful, essentially, okay? But there's definitely new paths, new things, new chapters coming forward here. And I feel like these are chapters with lots of happiness, okay? Now, we do have increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. I don't think you've been sleeping on it and you've been slacking, but I do feel like there's this feeling of you may start to feel a little bit discouraged about something in your career. And it's like, what is even the point of trying? So I feel like there is something coming through this month. It could be a new idea. It could be an opportunity. But it could be something as simple as a new idea. And it's like, if you want this to work, you have found a solution to overcome this challenge, right? It feels like it's stagnant. It feels like you want to progress, but it's stuck there. And if you want this to work, do not give up and keep on putting the effort in this, okay? I know it's very easy to say, but you have that resilience, you have that strength, you have that Aries energy. That Aries, it's also very impulsive to give up on things, start things and never finish. But let's try and fight that a little bit, okay? And connect with the Pisces and the intuition and the heart of the matter and believe in this, okay? Trust that intuitive feeling that you get. Trust that heart feeling that you get. And let's take that Aries energy with action oriented, okay? Let's see where we go with this. So for career, we have, healing. Now is the time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. And we have hidden depths. Something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or a memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. So there we go. I feel like there is a solution in some way coming forward for you. Again, an opportunity, an idea, something is coming and it's going to be the solution for you to be able to move forward, okay? But this does also have to do with some limiting beliefs that we have here and that we need to heal, okay? You could have this mindset that it's like anything that I create, anything that I start, anything that I try, it's going to lead to failure no matter what. That is something we need to change, okay? You need to look back at things that you did before that led to success. How small as that success was, you had success in your life. Whether it was good grades because you studied, whether it was, success in a little lemonade, little corner in front of your house, but it was successful. You sold, 3 lemonades that day. Find success in your past and in your day-to-day life. And also you need to reframe your definition of success. What is success to you? Because every single day you have at least one thing of success. So maybe for you, success is happiness. For you, success is being able to have a life where you spend time with your kids or with your family. Maybe success for you is, being able to buy yourself something nice. What in your day, maybe it's a habit, right? What in your day was something successful that you did? Maybe in your definition of success, you have a life where you actually work out. And on that day, you went for a walk. That is success. So, I have two things that I actually haven't been doing that, but I have two things that are part of my daily routine: gratitude, 3 things to be grateful for, and then the success of the day, or you can branch it out a little bit in success of the week. But those are things that kind of reframe your mindset and get you into a more positive way of thinking, but also helps you find success in all of the little things and helps you be grateful for the things that you already have. That makes you feel more confident. That makes you feel like a little bit more successful and a little bit more, a little bit readier to fight for your dreams and to fight for the things that you want. Okay? Let's see here with the tarot. Yeah, there's lots of heartbreak here. The 10 of Wands, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Devil. I really feel like you have this thing of giving up on things way too soon. The Knight of Swords is one that is always rushing, right? He's always trying to move forward to the next thing. So I can avoid this, right? The Three of Swords, so I can avoid the pain, so I can avoid the heartbreak. And the thing is that I feel like you have like 10 ideas and 10 things started, but you haven't finished one. You haven't really tried something in any of these 10 things. We need to change that, okay? Pick one with your heart, something that you're really excited about, something that you genuinely love. Don't think about the money. Don't think about success in terms of material stuff and fame. Think about happiness. What do you truly love? Because whenever we're talking about career, that is, if we think about it, that is the part that you're going to be doing most of your day, right? If you want a happy life, you're going to have to be doing something that you actually love. Otherwise, there are going to be challenges, there are going to be obstacles. And if you don't love it, you're just going to be like, well, F it. I'm just going to go my own way. I don't really care about this, right? But if it is something that you love, you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to fight through this. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to work it out and I'm going to find a solution. You need to have the heart in it for it to work. So in the middle of all of these 10 things that you've already started, but never really continued on, pick one that your heart is really connected with. At the same time, we need to look into these beliefs about success, okay? What it means to you, and your limiting beliefs about failure and all that, okay? And we need to push through. You clearly have new opportunities here in this beautiful, expansive energy, but you need to be there to actually find it, okay? So I feel like this is going to be a month of hard work, not gonna lie. Not necessarily in the sense of you're gonna be busy and all that, in a sense of you're gonna have to fight against your urges and impulses of giving up, okay? I feel like that's what's stopping you from actually achieving the things that you want. So when it comes to your advice, we have don't let pride get in your way. Yeah. And we have meditate and contemplate. We need to do that. We need to look a little bit within. And then with this full moon in Leo, don't let pride get in your way. This is ego. That fear of failure and that fear of being a mess and not having that success on the first go, that hurts the ego. And you need to be aware of that, okay? Because that Aries side can very easily get the ego hurt. You need to go with the Pisces and cool it down a little bit. And remember, that Aries side, that not everything is about ego, okay? Don't be afraid to fail. And actually, just today, I saw this speech that Taylor Swift gave at some award that she won. And she was like, my greatest ideas often came from my failures, from the messed up ideas and from the ideas that were just awful. And the whole speech was around like, hey, don't be afraid to fail. You have to fail. You have to allow yourself to fail. Give yourself permission to fail if you want to get far. This is what needs to happen here, okay? Your ego doesn't want to fail. If you don't want to fail, you're not going to get where you want to go. Okay? All right. So let's see here when it comes to love and relationships. We have precious time. The fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. So this is really about understanding who you want to spend your time with. Again, we have that marriage. We have that stork. We have the archway. There's beautiful energy here when it comes to people. And I feel like, especially if this is like you're getting engaged, who do you actually want at your wedding? Okay? Don't waste your time and don't waste other people's time. And it's your day. So really figure out who you want at your wedding, and your partner, of course. But think about the people that actually matter for you, that actually make a difference for you in a positive way, and that you actually truly love, okay? This is going to be a month where you're going to need to be a bit more picky with your time. Okay? We have the Empress here. Definitely new things rising up here. We have Temperance, we have King of Swords, and we have the Two of Swords. And there we go with the Empress, that stork, right? So for some of you, this could also be about a baby. And in a more specific way, it could be like, who do I want my baby to hang out with? You know, who would actually be a good influence for my baby? And that already says a lot about your relationship with that person and how they influence your life. If they're not a good influence for your baby, they're not a good influence for you. Okay? So I feel like this is going to be a month where you're going to have to review the people that are in your life and not necessarily cut cords, but create a little distance, create boundaries. All right? I feel like there are people that you're hanging out with just because, I don't know, like you have to. There's this sense of obligation or something. Like you have to give something to these people. And I feel like you need to take a little step back. And it's like you need to invert things, literally. Because here with the Pisces, I feel like you're too compassionate and you're too mindful of people's emotions. And that, of course, is something good. But I feel like you end up discarding your own. And it's that thing. I feel like you need to be a little bit more protective with yourself. And again, if you are having a baby, who would be a good influence for your baby? If they're not a good influence for them, they're not a good influence for you. At a wedding, who do you truly want at your wedding day? Who do you really want to share that moment with? That requires your Aries side to be a little, blunt and strict and straight to the point. Okay? And here we need a lot of Pisces in this. We need to put a lot of heart in this and let the Aries go out of the career portion and let the ego go. Okay? Definitely the Aries needs to be here for the action. Definitely the Pisces needs to be here for the compassionate part and be like, you're not going to tell everyone F off. You can just create boundaries. Okay? You can still be kind. But it's about protecting yourself and putting yourself first. Okay? So your cusp right now, it's a little bit all over the place. Not in the right place, essentially. Okay? You have a lot of Aries here, a lot of Pisces here, and we need to mix it up a little bit. All right? So for love and relationships, what is the advice? A time for healing. And we have confidence is your key to success. So again, we need to put a little bit more Aries in this and heal with a Pisces. Okay? You need to be confident in yourself and you need to be confident in your words and in your actions. Okay? Be confident in what you need. Don't be afraid to speak up. Okay? And do this healing for yourself. For your own happiness. Okay? So, let's see here. What do we got? in terms of some fun things for you to do. You can do these alone or with someone else, totally up to you. But we have nature walk, we have journaling, sport event, DIY project, and explore a town next to you. Okay? So, with that being said, thank you so much for being here. If you're interested in getting this exact reading but personalized for you, you can get that at the Look Mama I'm Flying tier on Patreon, and that is it. So thanks so much for being here. I love you very much. I wish you the best, and hopefully we'll talk very soon. Bye bye.